Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's makeup tutorial is going to be on how to achieve this soft, full, neutral makeup look. So to get started, I'm going to be applying my MAC Natural Radiance Primer all over my skin before we apply foundation. This will just hydrate my face and also just prep it so my foundation goes on more smoothly. And then I'm taking my EX1 Invisiwear foundation and just applying it all over my skin and just kind of dotting it everywhere. And then I'm going to be blending that into my complexion with the Real Techniques sculpting brush. And I'm just kind of going in circular motions and sideward motions just to kind of buff this into the skin. And I want to kind of get the most even layer as possible because we are going to be applying concealer, so we don't really need to apply a second layer of this. So one layer will be just fine. And I'm just making sure that the whole of my face is covered because this is a darker color than my face because it matches my neck. So just make sure that it's all blended in. I have gone ahead and filled in my brows off camera, but if you do want to see how I do fill in my brows, I will pop a link in the description box for you so you can see how I do it. Next, I'm just going to be taking my soft ochre paint pot and just applying this all over my eyelids to make sure that the eyeshadow I apply sticks and appears more vibrant. Then I'm taking the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette and I'm going to be starting off with this peachy brown shade, and I'm going to use this as my first transition color. I'm going to be taking this on a big fluffy blending brush and I'm just going to go side to side and make sure this is really well blended into the crease. As always, because this is my first transition shade, you want to make sure this blends in really well to the rest of your eye. That way all the other colors you apply will just blend really seamlessly. So just blend it as much as you can. Then taking this milk chocolate shade, I'm going to be applying this into the crease also. I want to very seamlessly create a smoky effect, but I want it to be very soft. So graduating into a darker color slowly, that's the best way to create that effect. So I'm just going to be applying this into the outer V and crease area and then going back into that previous brush to make sure that it's really well blended into each other. That way, again, there's no harsh lines and that smokiness is going to look really effortless and just really well blended. Then I'm taking this warm brown shade and I'm going to be applying this into the outer corner also. This will just prepare it for the darkest brown we're going to apply, and it just makes that dark brown blend a lot easier, and it just gives that really nice airbrush effect, which is what we're going for with this look. So just blend that as well as you can also, and then we're going to go into the dark fudge color that's just right here, and we're going to be applying that into the outer corner with a separate brush. We want to keep this color as close to the crease as possible. We don't want to take it out too far because we are going to blend it out so that it looks really seamless. So as you can see, I'm just kind of going back and forth between brushes. Then I'm just taking a Q-tip and just cleaning up the sides. This will just make everything look a ton neater. Next, I'm just going to be taking this cool brown shade and I'm just going to be applying it onto the center of my lid. This will just kind of create that really nice shimmery effect. I'm just taking this really nice peachy light shimmery shade and I'm just going to be applying that on the inner part. That brown we just applied will make it transition a lot nicer, and it'll just make it look like it's just blending into the rest of the eye. Next, I'm just going to apply some lashes. These are the Vegas Nay Isla Grand Glamour lashes. I absolutely love these. These are so gorgeous and you just don't need to do anything and it just transforms the look into such a glamorous look. So I'm just applying them with some tweezers and just making sure they're really well stuck on because I'm not applying any eyeliner. You want to make sure they're stuck as close to the lash line as possible. Then I'm just taking some mascara and applying them to my natural lashes. That way they blend into the false ones a lot better and you can't tell where your natural lashes start or finish. Next, I'm going to get started on my concealer. I'm applying my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer underneath my eyes, and I'm kind of taking it in an upwards motion to give myself that really nice lifted effect. I'm also applying some of this on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and also on my chin as always. This will just highlight these areas and really bring them forward, and this will just kind of structure your face really, really well. And to blend that into the rest of my complexion, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques sculpting brush again. This is the same brush I used to apply my foundation, and it just blends everything so flawlessly. Then I'm going in with my Sigma 3D HD Precision brush. You guys know I love this brush just to get into all the little areas that a larger brush cannot reach. It's the perfect shape. My base always looks so flawless when I use this because it just gets into all those little areas. Then I'm going to be setting my under eyes with the Soap & Glory Instant Retouch Powder, and I'm taking it on a Sigma F35 brush, and I'm just making sure to set all the areas where I applied my concealer. That way it won't budge, and it also will prevent shine also. And then I'm just taking a larger brush and just applying it on the rest of the areas also, just to make sure that everything is nice and set. Next, taking a large shader brush, I'm going to take some of that warm brown colour onto the bottom lash line. This is just going to create a really nice balanced effect from the top and the bottom lash line. And to make it look a little bit smokier, I'm going to take that darkest brown we applied, and I'm going to apply that as close to the lash line as possible. So as you can see, I'm just kind of pressing it against the lash line, and this will just kind of create a really subtle smoky effect without it being too much. And then I'm taking this champagne colour, and I'm going to apply this on my inner corner as the highlight for that inner area, and this will just make the eyes look so much brighter, and it will just kind of finish off the look as well. Next, I'm applying some nude eyeliner into the waterline. This will again just make the eyes look larger, more brighter, and it just kind of makes it look a little bit softer than applying black. If you were to apply a black, it would look a lot heavier, so this will just kind of give it that softer effect. And then I'm just applying some mascara to my bottom lashes to balance the top and the bottom, and that way the whole eye look is complete, and then we are ready to move on to the bronzer. To bronze my skin, I'm going to be using this shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in Light, and I'm just going to use this on that big Zoeva brush I always love to use. I absolutely love this brush, and I'm just going to be bronzing all of my face because I just kind of feel like this look is quite neutral, and I just want to make my face look nice and warm. And because I am going to be applying blusher, I like to wear bronzer and blusher together because I just feel like it looks better on my complexion. So I'm just kind of bronzing the perimeter of my face, and then I'm going to be going in with the fawn colour from that contour kit also, and I'm going to slightly contour the cheeks also, and this will just kind of give my face a little bit more shape without it looking too harsh. I love using this fawn shade on the nose as well because it's cool enough to contour, but it is warm enough to look normal at the same time without looking too grey. I'm just using a small blending brush to just go around the corners of my nose to make it look slimmer. And then I'm taking this blusher from the balm and just applying it onto my cheeks. You guys know I rarely wear blusher, but I wanted to apply some because this is a fall look. And then I'm taking my Becca Opal highlighter and just using this on the tops of my cheekbones to give us that glow. I didn't want to apply too much of this, and this just kind of gives us that champagne glow without being too gold or summery. So you can still look glowing, but you're not going to look as golden. So I'm also applying some of that on the tip of my nose, and then I'm going to be moving on to my lips. I'm firstly starting off with Stone Lip Liner from MAC, and I'm just going to be running this along the outside of my lip line, and I'm just going to be using this to cool down the lips before I apply the next shade. I'm then going to be applying a Rimmel lip liner. I'm not actually sure the shade of this liner, but as always, everything will be down in the description box. I just wanted to combine the two colours to create a really nice deep mauve shade. I didn't have a lip liner that would sort of match it, so I just kind of created my own. I love customizing lip liners. I feel like you can create such a nice touch with that. I don't even know how to explain this color, but it's basically like a brownie pink mauve color. This is 1995 from Gerard Cosmetics, and I'm just going to be applying this all over the top just to warm it up a little bit. I feel like this lip is perfect for the autumn, but I did want it to be a little bit more matte, so I did set my lips with some translucent powder. This is the same powder I used to set my under eyes. So guys, this is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed my first full tutorial of the season. If you have any requests of autumn or fall tutorials, then please leave them down below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed and subscribe to my YouTube channel.